What's going on? Jake here with Uncommon EDC, and today we're taking a look at the RoseCraft Blades Elk River Easy Open Jack. We have it in two configurations to look at today, the blue denim micarta, which obviously we're looking at now, as well as a rosewood configuration. Both of these come in at $59.99, and of course I'll make sure to leave a link to where you can find them down in the description of the video. As always, if you're purchasing full price knives from RoseCraft, you can use code UNCOMMON10 to save 10%, which equates to about $6 on these knives, so make sure to take advantage of that if you are going to be placing an order. You can look these up under RCT027-RW for the rosewood or -BM for the blue denim micarta, but again I'll be linking to them down in the description of the video. Really beautiful pattern here. We have a single bladed jack. Obviously the notable feature here is of course that easy open notch, and so one of the cool things about these easy opens is a little bit different from really most easy opens that you're going to see, is that they elected to not include a nail nick or a long pull on these, so you get this ultra clean sterile blade, but you can still have plenty of access to swing that open. The pull's not too heavy on these. I'd say about a 4 or 4.5, but nice and smooth. And again, you have plenty of access to pinch on that blade and get that open without the use of a nail nick or long pull. And so I really like that feature. It gives us this, again, ultra clean looking blade profile on this lamb's foot. We obviously have Andy's heavy swedging on there, but otherwise very sterile look to it, and I really enjoy that. Now, in terms of sizing, that's another thing I really enjoy on these. I think they got it just right at 6¼ inches. A little bit on the smaller side, but I really like the sizing and where it came in. I feel like it's just right for this pattern. Get 3.5 inches in our closed position, and for me that equates to about a full 4-finger grip. One of the nice things about this easy open as well is that we have pretty neutral handles overall. They're going to be comfortable in most hands. That easy open notch kind of acts as a resting place for my ring finger in most cases, and it really enhances the grip more than takes away from it, because my ring finger tends to slot into that easy open notch, so I can't really slide forward or backward on this handle. Even though there's not a lot of curves or anything to lock you into place, that easy open does a great job of really offering some security, so you're not sliding forward or backwards on that handle. So really like the easy open notch and how it was implemented on this knife. While we're looking at the handles, we can take a look at our shield. We have the Armstrong skull for our shield. I really like this one. It has that kind of badass look to it being a skull, but it's also just unique and different than what we typically see in shields from other brands, and so really stands out as kind of a RoseCraft feature with that Armstrong skull there. So love the look of that. Obviously well implemented, set in there perfectly with no kind of stepping or really any edge chisels or anything like that you sometimes see get chewed up right around the edge of the shield. Very smoothly implemented on both cases. And then on our bolsters, we have brushed satin stainless steel bolsters, fluted brushed satin liners as well. No gapping, stepping, or anything to speak of. Of course, they do a great job on their fit and finish. It's always stellar. Nickel silver pins on here, also completely flush with our scales, and just overall really well finished. Perfect termination on that spring. Very, very good looking. Now, in terms of our blade, we get a 2.7-inch D2 lamb's foot style blade. I think that's a perfect size. Once again, obviously for countries with legality issues under 3-inch blades, it falls under that 3-inch threshold pretty comfortably, but also just a great size for a slip joint. We have a brushed satin finish on that as well. Does accumulate some fingerprints, but it does a pretty good job of hiding them versus some other finishes there. You can kind of see it there. Especially going to have them obviously where you're opening it, so when you pinch and pull, you're going to be leaving fingerprints on there. But again, nice 4.5 inch or 4.5 pull on there, and super smooth. We got that nice snappy stop into that half stop and into our fully deployed position. Great acoustics on these. And so they sound great, they feel great, very smooth opening as well. So just really, really well done. If we take a look at our tang, we have the RoseCraft stamp on our show side, and then back on our PAL side, we get the Andy Armstrong's Maker's March. This is all etched in, D2 steel, and then the model designation, which again, RCT027-BM or -RW, depending on which configuration you're taking a look at. But really fun knives. Really the only difference between these two configurations is gonna be the weight. And and that's negligible as well. We're looking at 2.27 ounces for our rosewood. Beautiful rosewood on here. I don't know if we did a slow kind of close look at that. Beautiful rosewood, but 2.27 ounces on our rosewood versus 2.24 ounces for the blue denim micarta. So it really is a negligible difference. You're not really going to be able to feel that in your hand or in your pocket. So would really just choose based on the scales. Probably not a deciding factor with this particular knife, but feels great. The blue denim may be slightly thinner. I didn't actually measure that out. I think it might have a slightly thinner profile, feel a little bit slimmer in hand, but they feel very similar, and the ergos on both of them are excellent. Would love to hear your thoughts on this one down in the comments below. Once again, make sure to go back to the Congress video and enter that giveaway if you're watching this pretty early, because there's still, I think, 9 days left to go before we draw a winner on that one. So you still have an opportunity to win that if you haven't already entered. But thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, subscribing, checking out some of my other content. That all helps the channel out a ton. And I hope you have a great one. Take care.